So my dear student, here exercise 4.4, it's a question number 2 on your screen. Solve the following. In that, first one is the word problem which we are given is the teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. The highest score is 87. What is the lowest score? My dear student, here what we have to find? Lowest score, which we are not given. So let's start the solution. Let me write the question in a short. The teacher, this question is there. Now I am beginning its a solution. Dear student, these questions are really very easy. Don't afraid with these questions. Very simple, only focus on what I am teaching you, what I am saying to you. In the last line of the question, we are given what is the lowest score. So we need to move with that. Let the lowest score be x. Okay, x is a number of marks. It must be positive integer. Let the lowest score be x. Okay, then what will be the highest score? It is clearly given, that is twice the lowest score. Twice the lowest score, it means 2x. Agree? Twice the lowest score means 2x. Twice the lowest score plus 7. Clearly it is given plus 7. Then we will have here highest score, that is 87. So my dear student, this is the equation which we have formed through the given detail in the question. The equation is now 2x plus 7 equal to 87. Now let's solve it. Therefore sign is compulsory. 2x equal to. Now I am transposing this 7 to right side, so it will become minus 7. You know very well 87 minus 7 is 80. Therefore, x equal to 80 divided by 2. The half of 80, you all of you know very well, that is 40. Half of 80 is 40. That's why we need to write it here. Therefore, the lowest score is 40, for which we have found lowest score is 40, for which we have found or assumed unknown variable x. Okay, let the lowest score be x. Twice of the lowest score is 2x, and plus 7 we are adding, the highest score is 87. We are comparing this side with this. 7 I am transposing to this side, minus 7. 87 minus 7 is 80, and this 2 is in a product with x, that I need to bring it as a denominator. Now half of 80, it must be 40. So the lowest score is 40. This is the complete solution of A part. Let's move with B part now. The B part of question number 2 says, in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40 degree. What are the base angles of the triangle? Remember, the sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That we call angle sum property of a triangle. My dear student, first I am giving you idea about three types of triangle according to their side. First one is equilateral triangle. If all three sides are equal, then equilateral triangle. If any two sides are equal of a triangle, then that is called isosceles triangle. And if none of the side is equal, none of the side is equal means all three sides are different, then that is scalene triangle. Clear to you? Dear student, here in the question we are given, it is isosceles triangle. I have here one figure of a triangle. I am giving its the name triangle ABC. Okay, I am giving the name to this triangle as ABC. As we know that This A angle will call the vertex angle, which we are given already. That is, vertex angle is 40 degree. So I'm mentioning this is 40 degree here. This is called vertex angle, and B angle B and angle C, they are called base angle. And this we do not know. We do not know this, even we do not know this. But as it is isosceles triangle, so base angle will be similar. This you keep it in a mind, okay? For isosceles triangle, base angle will be similar. Base angle will remain same. Please remember this thing, will same. This is the property of a triangle. For isosceles triangle, base angle will remain same. But we do not know the base angle. It is not given. So we are now assuming. Let the base angle of a triangle be Let the base angle of a triangle be x. We are assuming x for that, okay? So let me write x here. Both of these angles, they will be x. Clear to you? Now we are using angle sum property of a triangle. So we need to mention by angle sum property of a triangle. Now what is this property? If you remember nicely, the property says the sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. The property says sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Which three angles I am talking about? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C. Sum of three angles of a triangle, that is 180 degree. Okay, please note down. Now dear student, angle A, its value is already with us, that is 40 degree. So I am mentioning this is 40. B and C we have assumed both are similar x. This C is also x, so that is equal to 180 degree. So my dear student, once again here look at your screen, as we are given isosceles triangle. In that, always remember two sides are equal. If two sides are equal, then their opposite angles of those two sides, they must be equal. It means that base angle should be similar. As we are given vertex angle, and this base angle, for that we are assuming x. Clear to you? Now in second part, we are going to apply angle sum property of a triangle. What is this property of angle sum property of a triangle? That property is sum of three angles of a triangle always 180 degree. Now angle A plus angle B plus angle C 180 degree, and as we know here the value of angle A, that is vertex angle, 40 degree. B and C both are base angle, it's the value we have assumed x, that is equal to 180 degree. Now we are proceeding to the next step. We know dear student, x plus x, that is 2x. So next step will be 40 plus 2x equal to 180. So let's note down. The next step, now we need to write it here. Therefore, 40 equal to 40 plus x, 2x equal to 180. Please note down. Then 2x equal to 180. This 40 degree I need to transport to right side. So it is minus 40 degree after transposing. So 180 minus 40 is 140 degree. Therefore, x equal to 140 divide by 2. Now you know very well half of 140, that is 70 degree. So my dear student, the value of x we got is 70 degree. As we want to find, that is the base angle, we need to find its value, that is base angle. So final answer we need to write here. Therefore the base angle is 70 70 degree. That is complete solution of B part of the question number 2. So my dear student, the C part of question number 2 says Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Together their runs fell two short of double century. How many runs did each one score? Dear student, here the question I have written in short, you can see on your screen. Before I start its a solution, let me clarify you the term century. Century word indicate 100. Century in a years we will calculate as 100 years. As years century of a runs, so it is 100 runs. Clear? But here the word which we are given is double century. Double century, of course, it is 200. Double century means 200 runs. Clear to you? My dear student, there are one more thing which we are given, two shots of double century. Two shots of double century means two less than. So we need to say first double century equal to, let's note down, double century equal to 200 and this is 2 less than that. So 200 minus 2, that is 198 runs. Got it? Now dear student, how to form equation? Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Means the score of Sachin is double than Rahul's score. But we do not know Rahul's score. For that, let's Rahul score is. Let Rahul score. Let Rahul's score is. Let the score of a Rahul also you can mention. Let Rahul's score is, we are considering X runs. The score of Rahul is X runs. Okay. Now what they are saying, Sachin's score is double than it. So we need to mention Sachin's score. The score of Sachin, that is double than Rahul. That is 2x. Got it? Now, together it means the score of Sachin and score of Rahul. If we took together, then that is 198 runs. Got it? These are the runs. So dear student, here therefore sign 2x plus x is 3x equal to 198. Therefore, x equal to 198 divide by 3. So, x equal to, let's divide, let's recall the table of 3. 3 6 18, 19 minus 18, 1, again 18. So, 3 6 18. The value of x is coming 66. If you are not comfortable in doing this way, then please divide it here in a rough column and you will have x equal to 66. But this is not the answer. This is the value of x only. Individually, we have to mention the score of each one of them. Each one of them is score of Rahul and score of Sachin. So score of Rahul, first I am mentioning score of Rahul, that will be X means 66 runs. Clear? And second is score of Sachin, that is double than the Rahul, which we have assumed it was double than the Rahul. It was 2x. So please multiply 2 with 66. So answer I am mentioning here. So 2 into 66, double of 66, that is 132. So my dear student, here the score of Rahul is 132 runs. Here full question I am explaining again. Double century equal to 200. Then we know that here two shots of them. Two shots means two less than. 200 minus 2, that is 198 total runs scored by both of them. but we do not know the score of any of them. So we are assuming that Rahul's score is X runs. And let Sachin's score, that is double of Rahul's score, that is 2x. Now, both of these scores I am putting together. So x plus 2x equal to 198. We know, dear student, 2x plus x is 3x. 3x equal to 198. So x equal to 198 divided by 3. The simplification is coming 66. So x equal to 66. So final answer we need to mention in a statement form, that is score of Rahul is 66 runs and score of Sachin double than that. So double of 66, that is 132 runs. This is the complete solution of C part of question number 2. I hope it's clear to you. So, dear student, here exercise 4.4. It's a question number 3. Solve the following. First one in that, Irfan says that he has 7 marbles, more than 5 times the marbles Parmit has. Irfan has 37 marbles. How many marbles does Parmit have? We do not know the marbles with Parmit. For that we are assuming x. So please let's begin our sum. Let the marbles with Parmit. Let the marbles with Parmit, that is number x. That is x marbles are with Parmit. Irfan says 7. He has 7 marbles, more than 5 times the marble. 5 times the marble means 5x, agree? 5 times the marble means 5x plus 7. 7 marbles more than 5x. That is equal to 37 marbles. Once again I am explaining here. Please go through this statement again. 7 marbles more than 5 times. 5 times means 5x. 7 marble more than that means 5x plus 7. The marble with Irfan, that is having 37. We are equating with that. So this is our equation. 5x plus 7 equal to 37. Now let's start simplifying it. 5x equal to 37 minus 7. Dear student, this plus 7 I am transposing to right side, so become minus 7. 37 minus 7 is 30. Therefore, x equal to 30 divided by 5. You know very well, my dear student, the fifth part table of 5. If you recite, then 5 6 30. So x equal to 7. Very simple. X equal to 6. Okay. The value of x equal to 6 we got. It means that x we have assumed for the marbles with Parmit. So we need to write the final answer. Parmit has 6 marbles. This is the most easiest question of this exercise. Okay, and very simple. I like this question very much. So dear student, question 3, it's the second part is on your screen. Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. What is Lakshmi's age? Very easy. So dear student, we do not know Lakshmi's age. So we are beginning our solution by assuming let Lakshmi's age be. Let Lakshmi's age be x years. Please note down. If Lakshmi's years be x years, then what about his father's years? Father's age. Very simple. It is already given 49 years. But let's make an equation. 3 times Lakshmi's age. We are given 3 times Lakshmi's age. That is 3x. And 4 years older means 4 years bigger or older, 4 years extra. That will be equal to then the age of father, that is 49 years. So my dear student, 3 times of Lakshmi's age plus 4 equal to 49. Now let's make a subject to 3x, and this 4 I am transposing to right side, so become minus 4. So my dear student, 49 minus 4 is 45. Therefore the value of x will be 45 divided by 3. So 45 divided by 3, you know very well, 15 3 ja 45. If you know the tables, then it will be easy. Your work will become easiest. The value of x is coming 15. So my dear student, x we have assumed at a Lakshmi's age. Therefore, we can write the final answer. Therefore, Lakshmi's age is Therefore, Lakshmi's age is 15 years. Therefore, Lakshmi's age is 15 years. Quite easy question. So, my dear student, question 3, it's the third part, says people of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. Some of the trees were fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. What was the number of fruit trees planted if the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77? My dear student, in the question there are two types of trees. One of them is fruit trees, another is non-fruit trees. Okay, two types of trees and some of them are fruit. Some number of fruit trees are there, some of the numbers which are having non-fruit trees. Okay, they are non-fruit trees. Now, dear student, what we have to find, let's focus on that line. According to the question, we need to find the number of fruit trees planted. We do not know, so we are starting our solution. Let the number of fruit trees planted, that is equal to x. Okay, let the number of fruit trees planted, that is equal to x. Clear to you? Now, my dear student, what about non-fruit trees? For that, the line is given. I am reading it again. That is clearly mentioned 3 times the number of fruit trees. What is the 3 times of x? It is 3x. And 2 more than that. 2 more than that means 3x plus 2. 3 times of the fruit trees means 3x plus 2, that is equal to the number of non-fruit trees, that is 77. So this is a required equation. Now let's solve it. You know very well this plus 2 is here. If I transpose it to right side, so it will become minus 2. You know, dear students, 77 minus 2 is 75. Therefore, x equal to 75 divided by 3. Dear student, you know very well, if we divide 75 by 3, then 3 2 ja 6, 15 will be left, 3 5 ja 15. Do the simplification or division, you can do it in rough column. If not, then you do have good idea as a practical calculation. 25 plus 25 plus 25, if you do 3 times, then you will have 75. So simply directly also you can write x equal to 25. Therefore, this x we have assumed for the fruit trees. So answer is, therefore there are 25 fruit trees. Therefore, there are 25 fruit trees in a garden. Clear to you? This is the complete solution of exercise 4.4. It's a question number 3. Now, it's a time to update the question number 4. Solve the following riddles. We are given here in the question that you have to do it in your homework. Homework time. I am a number, tell my identity, take me 7 times over and add a 50 to reach a triple century. You still need 40. This is the riddles question. I request you to try by your own. This is your homework. Okay. The clue I am giving you, 7 times of a number is 7x. If you add 50, so it will become 7x plus 50. Now, triple century, that means equal to 300, but for that need 40. Means you still need 40, means 300 minus 40, so it is 260. So the equation will become 7x plus 50 equal to 260. 7x plus 50 equal to 260. This is the linear equation, simple equation that you have to solve by your own and find the answer of this riddle. So dear student, here is the completion of exercise 4.4 along with the chapter 4 is over here. So successfully we have done that, and I hope everything is explained by me nicely. You understood. Now practice it again and again. Thank you. God bless you.